Okay, is it working this time? Let me double check. Yes, looks like it. Okay. Alright, well, I figured out what was wrong. Can't do more than 6,000 bitrate for Twitch or you get some error. Okay, it's been a couple days since I was able to record. Been pretty busy. I have played a little bit. I got to 91% in 8. I just wasn't able to stream it. It's just been, just haven't had the opportunity to stream it basically, but I have played a little bit. What else is new? What else happened? I got my Cloak of Shadow finally. Paid 1.4 for it. It's a bit overpriced. I think they're like, I don't know, 1K? 1K now, usually. But, I mean, I was looking for like a week and couldn't find it, so I was fine to overpay a bit. So, let's see. Level 8. I've been fighting a bit here. A druid just ran through. Hooked me up with Sao, regen, skin like diamond. So that's good. I have Vampiric Embrace now. What did I play last? I guess when I just ran over here. So you guys haven't actually seen me fighting here yet. But this is my like normal 8 to 12 spot. I love this area. Well, this area right here is like 8 to 10. And then behind that mountain over there, 10 to 12. You can see some things are already kind of green. But the skeletons, pumas, drakes, they're all good. So, with my final piece, that's 2. These 2 procs right here, 20 and 20, that's Vampiric Embrace. It's this buff right here. You get it level 8, 30 mana, and it procs a life tap based on your dex. Same with the weapon, obviously. Procs a burn based on your dex. So, it'll increase each level by 1. So right now, level 8, it's a 20 damage life tap. So it does 20 damage, heals me for 20. Next level at 9, it'll do 21 damage, heal me for 21. And it'll continue increasing all the way up to like 80 or 90, whatever it ends up being, 64 or something like that. Hey, hey, how's it going, dude? Yeah, I was meaning to stream for like the last 2 hours, but I was just watching you. It's kind of like, I think I'd rather just kind of be lazy and just watch someone else stream. But once you got off, I was kind of like, all right, well, maybe it's time to not be so lazy and get on myself. What I'm doing is streaming the majority of the leveling process to 50 and then throwing it on YouTube. Since a lot of people like ask about Bownknights or how they play, I figured rather than just talking about it, I'll just show what it's like leveling so that people can see, you know, if it's a play style they'd want to play. No worries. That's cool. I'll be playing most nights around maybe about from 2 hours ago, 2 or 3 hours ago until around now. It's 12:30 at night here in Japan. I usually play around 9 to 12, 9 to 1, something like that. The stream, I feel like the stream looks okay like this when I'm standing perfectly still. But once I start like spinning around, looking in circles, it gets like distorted and like artifacty in the background. But I guess that's just something I gotta deal with. There, see now the proc? 21. So each level, Vampiric Embrace will increase the damage and the life tap. So it's cool, it's like the proc kind of scales along with your level. Yeah, strength honestly is not so bad for a necro. With how much we farm things like fine steel and guards and stuff like that, like bags are full of loot to sell. So strength's really not so bad. I'm building this character specifically for melee. So I actually went 25 points into dex. I want to get dex like as high as humanly possible. So min-max wise, this is a terrible build on 25 dex on a necro. But it's a pretty fun playstyle, I think. I think I did 25 dex, 5 int. You can see I'm a necro, full gear, and I have 106 int. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'll often just like talk randomly, not as if I'm not responding to a lot of people in Twitch. A lot of times I'm just making points about what I'm doing or playing because I plan on putting it on YouTube. So if there's like 0 people watching me and I'm just talking to myself, you know, I'm not crazy. That's why. I'm talking to the people who are gonna watch it on YouTube later. Okay, this is getting a little dicey now. Alright, gonna have to tank all this. I might need to just run, honestly. 14%. Yeah, I need to run. Dang. I think I got Sal. Wonder if I can actually... life tap kite this. I wonder if I have enough mana for that or not. At least get the one kill. Nah, I don't. This is... Where am I bound? Kill the bone. Okay, no, we're definitely not dying here. That'd be... That's a long run back. Screw that. I don't really have a safe spot, though. I think I gotta run all the way to Lesser Fate Arc. Unless... Let's see, maybe I can kite around a guard. Far enough to where he won't aggro me. But he will aggro skeletons. I'll give it a shot. I think there's one over here. But chances are he's just gonna aggro me and kill me instead. Okay, never mind. Someone's killed him. Great. Who is it? Paladin, maybe? Don't see him anywhere. Okay, here's another guard. Okay. Let's see. How am I going to pull this off? Yeah, it should work. Come on, little gnome bro. Help me out. Get him. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, we gotta run to Lesser Fate Arc. Damn. So far, very successful stream. Getting so much accomplished right now. Yep. Bone Knight the Bone Knight. Right now it's like only level 9, so every caster is kind of melee at this point. But yeah, I will be all melee. Once I get level 12, I'll get the first leech spell, and that'll help a lot. That's like one of, if not the like main spells that you need for a Bone Knight build. Leech and Vampiric Embrace. Yeah, you probably did. I started a Bone Knight, this character like I don't know, a month or two ago, a couple months ago, something like that. But I started with 25 int and was like, all right, well, it's not gonna, like, I'm at 175 dex now, and I've got like practically everything that I can with dex. 13 dex, 10 dex, like everything that I can get without sacrificing too much AC. I went with dex, so I basically just re-rolled the character to go full 25 dex. And even still, I'm at 175. But I mean, 175, that's not bad. It's pretty solid. If I group with a shaman, I can get over 200. Wonder if I can do one of these minnows. with my 60% life and practically no mana. Ooh, I love the proc right off the bat though. Nice, yeah. Shaman's like the #1 ideal duo partner with a Bone Knight by far. Like from what I imagine, I haven't played Bone Knight all the way to 40, but from what I imagine, around 40 is when it's going to start getting a little dicey, tanking things in. But if I'm doing with a Shaman that has slow, then I'm practically immortal. Like with a minus, even just 50% slow on a mob would be incredible. With Vampiric Embrace procs and a leech spell on it, it'll be so hard to die. Throw in like regen, chloro, dex buff, stam buff, like yeah, I think Bone Knight Shaman is like god mode duo. But we'll see how it gets the higher I go. Right now everything's just kind of cake because I'm like loaded with HP and mana stuff. I think the two best duo partners for a Bone Knight would be a Druid and a Shaman. Shaman being the better one. Alright, let's let Pet tank a little bit here. Put down a second. I don't think so. I don't think there's any clickies or anything like that that would give the Necro the ability to do that. Yeah, Rangers get Swarm Caller. Warriors get Truncheon. I think, oh shit, I was not expecting him to destroy my pet like that. Oh, and then get procced in the face, little minnow boy. No, I don't think there's anything a Necro can do. I could be wrong though. Maybe there's something in Vilius. But I think currently there's not. I'm gonna need to actually like chill for a minute. Get mana back. If there was, oh my god, if there was a way for me to slow, that would be, yeah, that would be pretty OP. That would be broken. Cause then my like limited AC wouldn't even matter. Like in full AC gear, I think I'll be the equivalent of like a ranger tank, like bandit armor. If I could slow, that would bump that up to like plate or like beyond plate. Really? That's gonna be crazy then. If Bone Knights can slow in Vilius, that'll be that'll be crazy because we melee anyway. So start a fight with that dagger, wait till it procs, and then swap to whatever the main weapon is, Staff of Undead Legion or whatever. That'll be super good. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I could probably throw it on a pet. Like a pet can take any weapon, regardless of its class specific, right? Like, yeah, of course, obviously. Yeah, that would be insane then. Holy shit, I never thought about that. Put a slow weapon on a pet. I mean, you can't get it back unless you charm, like if you do charm undead. But Bownknights use mostly the skeleton pet, so. But yeah, that's a good idea. I'd probably do that if I was planning on doing like a long like 8 hour session or something like that, like a long play. I would totally throw a slow weapon on a pet, get a max pet, buffed out, everything. That would be cool. As long as they're not too expensive, of course. I remember in Classic there were people, enchanters, I think, that were putting mithril two-handers on their pets, but I think they can get it back afterwards. A summon pet, you're not getting anything back. I think the AC helps too. Like I think if you give a pet like a full set of bronze, it'll actually boost their AC and mitigation and help them tank better. Could probably regen faster, putting vampiric brace on and killing some greens. Well, I guess not with a pet. Yeah, never mind. I just gotta be patient. Oh, so that's true then. That's not just a rumor. Like throwing armor on a pet actually adds to the AC. Like I've heard people talk about that, but I never knew if that was just speculation or if that's like real shit. If it is, then yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. What happens if you give a pet like the same slot? Like, will it take the higher thing or just whatever comes first? Like, if I give a pet a banded tunic and then later try to give it a bronze tunic, will the bronze override it or will it just keep the banded that it was originally given? Oh, okay. Do I have any? No, I don't have anything. Give him this little weapon. I'm gonna try that next time I get like some kind of cloth or chain or something. All right, this should be good enough to start again. It's probably better for me to just kill blues and evens, though, to be honest, rather than yellows. Let's see, 16% now. Let's see what I'm at after this kill. Oh, geez, that's doing 17 now. What was the damage of that weapon I gave him? Must have been like 8 or 9 or something. Yeah, no pet zoning. That would be, oh man, that would be insane. You could just travel around the world getting ports and just running everywhere with a pet. That would be so cool. Alright, so 4%. But I lost too much life. I think I'm gonna go back to the windmill area. I can do blues and evens like consistently without taking too much damage. Yeah, if you can. Oh crap, I wasn't looking at. Oh good, it didn't. Really, they're not KOS. Harpies. I thought harpies would be KOS. Yeah, if pets could follow you anywhere, then just load that up with like haste items and everything, and then just don't log out. I would just leave the computer on, get a max pet, and then just leave it on. Go to sleep, wake up, and then keep going. Like I was mentioning to Deep earlier, though, next time I see a mage, like a 29 mage, I'm gonna try to get a few Swords of Runes. Not yet. I mean, I don't think they proc to level 20, but that'll be like my go-to like pet weapons. And I think they should double proc as well. Like the 44 pet, I think starts with they start getting the life tap procs. It's like level, I don't know, 10 or 11 damage life tap, and then the 49 pet is 40 damage life taps. I'm pretty sure with Sword of Runes they can proc those as well. So each swing the pet does is like 2 dice rolls, one for the life tap proc, and then one for the Sword of Ruin proc. Dual wielding in both, so main hand and offhand. Like that should be pretty sick. But I mean, we're talking about level 44 and 49. That's a long ways away. Oh, look at that double proc, weapon proc, and vampiric embrace. Another vampiric embrace. Damn, another one. Man, this 175 dex is doing work. Like one swing, getting double procs. Proc the Smoldering Brand and proc Vampiric Embrace. Procs are so satisfying. Like landing a good root or a clutch mez or something. Like, of course, that's all satisfying. But when you're meleeing and you just get like 1, 2, 3 procs in a row, orgasmic. I think even if this Bone Knight build isn't as efficient like end game later on, like say 40, 45 plus, I think it's still going to be like 10 times more fun leveling to 40 or 45. Oh, Sal's fading. I really need to get a pair of J boots on this guy. I'm down to like 2k though. I'll have to farm a bit if I want to get them. Let's pull it away a little bit. Let's not repeat the same thing that just happened. Did not know the plague rats aggroed. I should really be more careful fighting like under 40% life. No Sal. I think 20% is when you start moving slower. But I'm impatient, so screw it, we'll risk it. I have faith in the procs. Nah, that's just a bad idea though. Even a con under 40%. No one within a level. If there was like a level 9 shaman here, that would be perfect. Or a druid. Actually, at this lower level, I guess a druid would probably be better for the thorns. Just Black Burrow. Ooh, the double proc, I love it. Steamfont's just like, I don't know, my go-to spot for most new characters. It's got like a high density of mobs. It's not usually crowded. For the most part, there's no casters. I mean, with the shaman as the exception. It's right near a druid rings, or I mean, there's a druid rings in the zone, so it's kind of easy to get to, easy to leave. if I want to level as quick as possible, I should be in Kurns. Kurns is probably the best place to be. No one really my level in there though. Oh, there's one other necro. Usually in like these super low levels though, it's usually better to just solo. Maybe not better, but faster. It's usually faster to just solo. I'm just trying to get to 12. 12 as quick as possible so I can get the first leech spell. Between Vampiric Brace and Leech, that's when Bownknight starts to actually feel like a Bownknight rather than just an Incaster with a Tola Robe and a Smoldering Brand. I could. I'm bound in Field of Bone. But I think it took a while to get all the way over here to Steamfont. Well, a while as in I had to run through Emerald Jungle, but I'm going to stay here a bit more and see. It's not too bad, 33%. Of course, it's not Kurns, though. Kurns is like crazy good. I think it's like 200% experience. Yeah. I'm in Steamfont as an Ixar, bound in Field of Bone. Yeah, not very safe. I'm considering just gating back because without a sow or anything, there's not a very high chance of getting away. And if I die out here, that's going to be a pain in the ass getting back. But usually I do this. Whew. Scared me, little buddy. Usually I do this area till 10. And then I swap over to like the Minnow Hero area. Yeah, 175 dex. Then I'll swap over to this area and do 10 to 12. Earth Elementals, Minotaurs and stuff, Drakes. And that. Yeah, at the character select I went 25 dex, 5 intelligence. I actually had this character before like a month or so ago and went 25 int, 5 dex, but ended up re-rolling it until just the other day when I re-rolled it. I could push more, like I could get rid of the 5 AC, 55 HP rings and instead get the 7 dex rings. And I could get rid of the Electrum bracelets with only 3 dex and get the ones that have like 5 or something. But then I'm sacrificing too much AC and HP. So this is like the best overall balance that I could get. There's still a few upgrades I want. Like my idol, I want to get a Idol of Thorned for the 10 AC. And shoulders, I want to get the, what is it called? Death Shroud? Obulus Death Shroud. It's got 10 AC, 25 mana, and some other stats. I mostly want AC. My priority for stats is AC, Dex, and then HP, mana, int. Kind of whichever has the better value. Who was your shaman? Dexter, the 30 shaman that you had. I remember when I made that first one, I grouped with a few people in the pit. There was a group of like, I think it was a full group actually. There's oh yeah. I was gonna say there's There was someone with a name that repeated itself over and over, like Gundam, 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 or something like that. Yeah, gang, gang, gang. Yeah, I remember. There was I think there was 2 shamans, another necro. I think Lizomancer was the other necro, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's exactly what happened. I was in there leveling and I'm like, yeah, this is quick XP, this is pretty good. But then I was thinking about my decks and was like, man, better just bite the bullet. Take the loss now, reroll. And then I did, I re-rolled, but I just didn't really have time to play much. But recently I was thinking, maybe I'll make some videos again. And so I figured, alright, time to dust off the Bownknight and actually play it. No, it was both. It was in Field of Bone at Pit. And then like a day or so later was in Kurns. Yeah, I have like spouts. Like I'll play like hard for like 3 or 4 months, and then I'll take a break for a couple months, then I'll come back 3 or 4 months, and pretty much always doing that. But I like doing like before Necro, before Bownknight, I rolled a wizard here on green because everybody was saying how, oh dang, I bumped my mic. Hope that wasn't like too echoey. Everybody was saying how wizards are like terrible and they can't solo level or anything. So I was like, all right, let me try a wizard. And I played a wizard, and that was one of the easiest solo classes I ever played. I have a bunch of YouTube videos too, showing like where I quadded, what I single pulled. It was super easy. Granted, I had J Boots at level 1, so I'm sure that helped a bit. All right, Pat, help me with this one here. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was doing. Just root nuking single targets. I went Dark Elf, so I could easily port back to Neck and then have a bank and vendors and all. So I didn't care whatsoever about faction. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. Here we go again with the like 50 skeletons. That's at 32%. Alright, you know, I think I am going to go back to Field of Bone. How am I going to get away here, though? I don't have any Sal. Maybe if I yell for help, this little gnome will help me. Yeah, I really enjoyed playing the wizard. I started quadding at like level, I don't even remember, 8, 12, something like that. Alright, this is not where I thought I was going. I wonder if I can channel a gate through this. Oh shit, this is bad. Ooh, this is not good. Your spell is interrupted. You are stunned. Might have bit off a little more than I can chew. Might be looking for a port to Steamfont soon. Okay, here's the windmills. I must have hugged the east wall too much. I thought I was heading a different way. Yeah, I heard that a lot. That wizards were terrible for groups. They would get groups wiped and they would AFK and all. And they couldn't solo because you nuke once and then root breaks. Like I heard a lot like that, but I loved it. Why do I feel like I'm oh my god. I went the wrong way again. Okay. And no heroes to the right. Windmills straight ahead. Can't go near the windmills because the gnome NPCs will kill me. Yeah, I didn't group very much, but when I did group, that's basically how I played it. I'd wait till it was at least like a quarter dead or a third of the way dead, and then just drop like a giant bomb on it. Or even wait till they were at like 40 or 50% life and then just drop a bomb to finish it off. It was super simple, actually. It was like really easy. Yeah, I really need to get some J boots. Thank God for strafe running though. I think I am gonna call it here though. I'm gonna zone in a lesser fate arc and then just gate back. Gate to Field of Bone and just go in Kurns, I guess. I don't want to risk dying out here and having to find a way to get my body back. My wrist is hurting. I don't think I could play a bard. Even just strafe running this much for like this last couple minutes. Got my wrist feeling like I'm about to get carpal tunnel. Like, Jesus. I don't know how bards do it. Whew. Safe. You can lock into a strafe run? You mean without having to hold right click? Oh, okay. That must be how they do it then. Otherwise, I don't know how. I'm like bending my wrist now and it's got them little like little cracks. You know when you stand for too long and you go to walk and your ankle gets that little crack? That's what my wrist is doing right now. Let me try that. How How are you supposed to hit enter when you're holding right click and WASD? How about I pick my hand up with the mouse, genius? Would you look at? Hold on, I fucked it up though. What? Oh god, I'm typing. See, if I was a bard, that'd have been dead right there. If I was swarming that whole 30-40 minutes pulling, that would have been dead right there. Hey, that's great. It works. No hands. Look. You can hear me clapping. Holy shit. I never knew that. Wow, this is so much more freeing. I can like stretch, yawn. Oh, this is great. Oh shit. Oh, and I can still use right click. I can still right click and scroll around even while running. Wow. That's crazy. I guess that's how bards swarm then, huh? They just lock their thing in and then just keep like turning a little bit at a time. Yeah, I'm always hitting shift T to just kind of look behind me. Okay, here we are. Let's see. Let's get a death packed up. Get a little mana. Pull a pet out. Bunch of higher levels in here. Ooh. That one's red. I think greater skeletons are going to be too tough for me. I think I got to stick to like the scale bones. And I really need to get a new chair. I'm sitting on just a straight wood chair. Just a piece of wood. I need like a actual comfortable chair that's not gonna like kill my back. Can I sneak by this guy? Maybe. Yes, success. Level are these dudes? Anonymous. He's not gonna make it. And I don't think I will either. Oh shit, that guy's 52. I guess he's power leveling. Holy shit, 28? What level is this thing? Hey, 5% experience. Oh. What's up? Gang, gang, gang. Protect. Ooh, 205 decks. Yes. Yes, 200. I'm pretty sure over 200 is like a soft cap. Like once you hit 200, then it starts to diminish a bit. From what I read, I don't know how true that is, but I can compare it and see. Yeah, Shaman is going to be like crazy good to duo with. It's going to be so good. Like pull with a slow. Or I guess I would pull with like a life tap dot. Shaman with slow. Then I disease cloud, snap aggro, and they just tank it down. Alright, let me see what I can find in here. There's a 52 druid in here power leveling, so I imagine most stuff is clear. Kind of scared to take on the graders. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, here we go. Nice stun. Two procs already. Three procs. Ooh, it's gonna be so fun. Man, at some point I'm gonna have to start working on my casting skills though. We'll go for this one since it's yellow. It might have been a bit of an undercon. This thing's kicking my ass. Ooh, those procs though, man. I can only imagine, like, being level 45 or 46, whatever it is, that procs. There's another proc. That procs the Staff of Undead Legions. Like 550 damage, like Ward Undead, like anti-undead spell. That'll be crazy fighting with that thing. Whew, it was 6%. 6%. Holy crap. Kurns is insane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I want to get this character leveled like 20 plus as quickly as I can. That Greater Skeleton's a red. I think I'm going to pass on that one. I'm going to have too many misses. Although seems to be the only one up. Nothing. Man, completely cleared out. I'm pretty sure basement's too high for me though. This whole place is pretty much too high for me. Just gotta wait for some respawns. I forgot. Shamans get haste too. My god, they are like the perfect melee the perfect melee duo. This thing's red. Pretty red. my god, it was 8% experience. Jeez. Kurns is ridiculous. 8% in one kill? Holy. That's crazy. Like, I mean, I know I'm only level 9, but my god, the whole cap is like 11%. Like one kill in Kurns almost hits cap experience per kill. I would, I'd definitely be shredded though if I didn't have all these buffs. That's for sure. Specifically, the regen and dex. I don't know how far that greater skeleton paths. The procs. Alright, I'm gonna try another red one. Yeah, regen really is OP. Regen stacked with that Vampiric Embrace life tap. There goes another Vampiric Embrace life tap. Like regen plus Vamp Embrace plus castable life tap plus heal over time leech. Like Shaman Bownknights gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be an amazing duo. And Bownknights are gonna be great pullers because of Fiend Death as well, so you have tank, puller, melee DPS, healer, buffer, debuffer. It's like perfect duo. Plus Shamans get a pet as well. I forgot about that. At 34, Shamans get a pet for added DPS, so 2 pets. Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm excited. With my wizard, when I leveled Daddy Pig, I mostly leveled outdoors, quadding, single target killing things. But I think with this Necro, with the Bone Knight, I think I'm gonna fight inside a lot more. I'm gonna do like a lot more dungeons and stuff. Thank you. Do I have Numb the Dead? No, I don't. I thought Numb the Dead was a low-level spell. Maybe I didn't buy it. Does the Necromez, that's only versus undead, right? Or is that Mez for everything? It has to only be undead. Otherwise that would be like incredibly OP. Really? Necro's getting mez. Is it the same as like an enchanter mez? Like the level 4 enchanter mez? Okay, so it's good for like splitting. Does it have a membler effect on it as well? And an 8-second cooldown. I mean, it usually, at least a level 4 charm, charm mez, usually lasts 8 to 12 seconds, right? No, more than that. It's like 30 seconds or something. So 8-second cooldown isn't that uh isn't that bad. I mean, unless it breaks early. That's insane. I thought, I know they had like a mez and charm undead, but I just assumed that the mez was undead only. Wow, so root, fear, undead fear, mez, undead charm. Oh, no, I even forgot Twitch. Necros can just give mana, so doing with the mana with a mana user is even that much more efficient. Oh yeah, invis and invis undead and heals, like the dark pack heals. Dude, what were they thinking when they made Necro? Necro sounds so broken. Like Necro sounds insane. The amount of utility and CC and like just everything they get. Yeah, exactly. Dark pack the shaman while he cannies. Both of us have regen on. Twitching it back through the regen that's healing me and the leech life taps, while keeping the lich form up the whole time for like the crazy mana regen. Like that duo is ridiculous. There's like so much synergy there. Oh, so it has a 1% chance. So it is possible. And oh, I forgot. Above all that, there's fiend death. So even when all the CC fails, you just flop. So with a 1% chance to Membler, what is the normal Membler chance? Is that also 1? Or maybe higher? Maybe like 5%? Oh yeah, that's true. Fiend Death hide. But then you lose your pet, right? When you hide, your pet drops. I guess if you're in the situation where you're Fiend Death anyway, your pet's probably already dead. Oh, a red one. Red greater. What the fuck? I thought the ratio was a 1-1. It hurts me for 40 and heals for 80. I thought it was a 1-1 ratio, like takes 40 from me and heals them for 40. Oh, okay, so the ratio gets better as you level. Like each new heal spell basically is like a... Wow, so you just create 40 HP out of thin air. Okay, so 44 is more of a... Like not the normal one. That's crazy though, it's so good. Oh, shit, wow, that ding scared the shit out of me, actually. Dude, now I'm even more stoked to play this. Like, the amount of tools that a necro has. I mean, people say how good thanks gang. People say how good enchanter is, and it's true. I mean, charm is ridiculous. But I feel like with necro, there's like so many... I feel like the skill cap for a necro is probably one of the highest. Like if you know what to do in what situation, like you have the tools to do just about anything, it seems like. So I feel like you can do a lot more. Is this whole room going to pull? I wonder. Maybe don't risk it yet. Wow, it's getting crowded in here. I'm gonna try to... Okay, they don't all come. Good. Vampiric Embrace procking for 22 now. Another 22 and a burn proc. Yeah, that's true. It is hard. Just the raw ability that an enchanter has with charm pets. And the blanket CCs, like with how much... Oh, I didn't realize this one was on you. Like the mezzes and everything they have. But I feel like there's situations where a necro would be more worthwhile than an enchanter in a group. Between twitching, DMF, if you're fighting in a place with undead, then you can also charm. Yeah, I think I'm really gonna like necro, honestly. Even if like Bownknights starts to fall off in the 40s or 50s, if it's not as strong, I feel like with a slow, you can duo all the way to 60 on guards and stuff. Like being able to slow, anything can tank with like a 75% stamina slow. But even if Bownknight falls off later on, I can always just transition into just a normal traditional playstyle, like root rotting and fear kiting and whatever. The cool thing about the playstyle with Bownknight is it's just gear and actual playstyle that changes it. So I can just take off dex stuff, put on int and mana stuff, and then I'm, it's a normal necro. I just have 25 points in dex. Yeah, worst case scenario, I'm still a necro. So Yeah, I can understand that. Enchanter is like, whenever I'm reading the forums and someone's saying, "Hey, I want a character to solo level and make money and blah blah blah," the first thing that everyone says is Enchanter, and then usually Druid and Necro, but usually Enchanters first. Oh my God, could you imagine a Necro with just charm, not just undead charm, but just blanket charm? Oof. Can't wait to try out the Staff of Withering. I think it procs at 24, 25, something like that. But the Smoldering brand I'm using now is a what was it? It just proc 14 damage proc, and I'm pretty sure Staff of Withering proc is like 45 or something. Should be a pretty big increase with that. Oh, I'm hitting for 18 now. Hey, level 10 damage cap lifted. I was capped at 12. Yeah, that's true. There's no like lull or harmony. But at the same time with Fiend Death, you can kind of accomplish pulling the same, right? I mean, it takes more work, obviously. Trying to Fiend Death pool and all, but there shouldn't be a problem breaking camps, I don't think. Even with two different people that can root. Yeah, that's true. If you're in a room, in a dungeon, I guess a lot of times you can't really just Fiend Death pull stuff like through the different rooms. You're just gonna aggro everything. I just dinged 10, and I'm already 37% in. Kurns is ridiculous XP. But it's getting pretty crowded now, though. Little Ixar dudes running around everywhere. I guess it's like afternoon in the States now. Holy shit, it's 2 a.m. Jeez. Did not expect to be on till 2 a.m. I can tell I'm getting tired. I keep forgetting to keep my vampiric embrace up. Probably gonna call it pretty soon. Actually, I didn't realize it was 2 a.m. Just about. But I'll probably be. Oh shit. Excuse me. I'll probably be streaming like probably like 4 or 5 days a week. Roughly 9 p.m. to 12 Japan time, which Japan right now is 2 a.m. So I think East Coast America is 1 p.m. I think there's just a daylight savings time thing. So anyone that's here that's interested in seeing more, just come back around that time, or just follow, and then you'll be able to see whenever I'm on. And all these streams that I'm doing, I'm uploading to YouTube as well. For people that can't watch at this time, they can just watch it on YouTube. My YouTube's the same as Twitch. Just search Daddy Pig P99. I should probably put this information somewhere. I'm pretty lazy. Yeah, this is gonna be a sick duo, man. I can't wait to get the better lich spells too. I think the next one's at 20. I think Allure of Death, something like that. Empty. All right, I think I'll call it here. I'm exactly 50% into 10. So yeah, pretty successful. I went 8 to 10 this stream. I think I've been going for like an hour and a half, something like that. Oh shit! Thanks, gang, for the power level, for the regen and buffs and stuff, heals. It's getting a little crowded now, so mobs are a little more scarce. Hell yeah, man! I look forward to it too. Right now, it's so low level, it's kind of just tank and spank, but it'll be great once I have more tools and like more options for things. I think it's going to be really fun, especially when I'm duoing and trioing and grouping and stuff. It'll be really cool. I'm gonna join groups and be like, yeah, I'm a tank, and they're gonna like, dude, shut the hell up. You're wearing a robe. You're not a tank. And then I'm gonna surprise the shit out of them. They're gonna be like, wow, why do you have more AC than our ranger? Because I'm a bone knight. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll probably be on tomorrow, similar time. If you go 4 hours earlier from right now, I'll definitely be on, maybe 5 hours. And if you want to watch the stream in full, I'm gonna throw it up on the Daddy Pig P99 YouTube, so you can watch it there. I already have the other 2 videos up, the other 2 streams as well from when I started at level 1. But honestly, it's not it's not very entertaining watching the first first levels 1 to 8. It's like, whatever, but it's there if you want to watch it. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you guys later. Appreciate it. Gang, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the buffs and everything. Look forward to grouping with you later, dude.